the procedures that are going now against me with all these things is beyond my understanding to be a living soul on the face of the earth subject to the UCC codes of this thing. So I don't like what's going on with this court. And that's why I'm attesting all these things, because I'm a living soul and a national, and you guys have gone beyond the power of the territory of the people of Michigan. And
Okay.
I don't like
Thank
it.
you for that. And Mr. Dabney, I'll think about that, and Mr. Brown will certainly bring all of those issues before the court.
So I would ask, just because Mr. Scott would like to be able to kind of, family, attend to his health matters, and work out in the community while he is handling these cases. He would request, and I would request.
He got to go see now. Which family member?
My grandma, my granddad,
Okay.
and just my sister and stuff. The people that was helping me out in the past years. That my auntie. And I won't. I'm just gonna do the right thing. Just bear with me one time.
One time.
I mean,
how many times have you been here? Can't even count that high, can we?
no, sir.
No, we can't.
But I will do what you tell me to do. Just please.
If there's two names that Judge Simpson is accustomed to hearing, it's Mr. Dabney and Mr. Scott. These are both two familiar faces in his court, and they both have long struggled with mental health issues. So Judge Simpson has always been cautious about granting them release unless a stable, structured environment is awaiting them, preferably an in-house treatment facility. Unfortunately, the system is overwhelmed, and too often, individuals like Mr. Dabney and Mr. Scott end up cycling through the courts and jails instead of receiving proper care. Typically, their charges aren't too severe, just things like disorderly conduct or trespassing, but the real challenge is ensuring they have a safe and secure place to go, with a person that makes sure they take their meds. To no one's surprise, they are both here today pleading for release. Stay tuned to find out if fortune finally smiles upon these gentlemen in the form of freedom.
Court calls cases of the people versus Forbes Dabney.
Morning, already Cuckoo people.
He's in jail.
Good morning, Your Honor. Hannah Mackey on behalf of Dabney.
Dabney, can you state your name, please?
What's going on here? Hello? Hey,
Hello. Okay.
what's going on?
Tell the judge your name.
Oh,
You
Sam.
recognize that as being Mr. Dabney, because I don't know that we're gonna
Yes, Your Honor.
get an
Hello,
entire.
where am I? Hello, who?
Okay.
All right,
It's
I'm seeing a little better today, and I'm hearing just as well, I guess. I'm impaired, so this is, who is this am I with? Hello, can you hear me out there?
Yes, I can hear you, Mr. Dabney. This is Judge Simpson, okay?
Oh, Judge Simpson, okay.
All right. So, Mr. Dabney, here's what I'm gonna do. Okay, your attorney has asked for a forensic evaluation. I'm gonna sign that order and give you a new date to come back, okay?
What does that mean? It sounds like
Okay,
you
that
said-
means there are gonna be some folks that are gonna talk to you, and they're just gonna tell us how well you are and whether or not this matter can proceed forward.
What are you trying to say? Am I stuck here in this jail again?
Well, I don't know what's gonna happen with you in that regard, but I'm just telling you what we're doing today, okay?
So I'm not leaving today. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
I'm telling you, you're not leaving today, but what will happen is your attorneys will come down and talk to you about that, okay?
I think that's unusual. The behaviors of the judge should not be had a right to do that. I don't think. Some people are holding me against my will. And
Okay. Okay, well,
it's all
they
some
they
kind of
may
way.
they may come back to me and then we'll figure out something, okay? On that. So I'm going to order a competency hearing on a forensic evaluation and
What is that word
competency
you
hearing.
said? I
Hold
can't hear it.
on, hold
I
on,
hear it.
hold
Say
on,
it
Mr.
again.
Dabney. I'm going to set that for May 22nd, 2025 at 9. Okay, and I'll continue, at this time, I'll continue your bond on that case. Now, I've got a new case.
What is a bond?
Hold on a second.
What's the bond stuff all about?
What's the bond?
Yeah, that's kind of stuff I don't know why you guys
Okay,
do
you can
what
talk to
you're
your
doing.
attorney about it, but right
All right.
now, on that case I just did, what do you have? I don't have a sheet in front.
Where's my attorney?
Hang on, I'm going to answer your question. Let me just find the paper. Pardon? Okay, your bond is set at 10,000 in that case.
Why? I don't believe.
Okay,
that's
well,
right.
here's what you do. You talk to your attorneys about that, and if they want to raise that before me, they can bring a motion to the court, okay?
Well, there's something wrong here.
Okay, so, hold on, Mr.
Judge,
Dabney. Now we got,
You telling me that you got something against me?
no, I don't have anything against you, Mr. Dabney.
Well, why are you holding me here then?
Well, I'm not going to change the bond until I get something that tells me I should.
Well, what's this bond crap about? I want to know something about it. And my attorneys are not talking to me.
Okay.
Mr.
I
Dabney,
don't
this is
even know I
Ronald
have an
Brown.
attorney. I had
Mr.
looked
Dabney,
for
this is
somebody
Ronald Brown. I
who
came
is
to
my
see you.
attorney.
Ronald Brown, appearing on behalf of Mr. Dabney. I came to see you yesterday for about half an hour, 45 minutes.
Where are you now? I don't see nothing but a piece of paper here. Wait a minute.
You asked for my name and I gave you my name. I can make a bond
Okay.
argument if you like, Your Honor. He's 70 years
Where
old.
is he? I want to see him on the screen here.
I'm at the podium. I'm right here in an
It's not
orange tie.
switching off of me. Can you do a podium view?
Where is he?
Hang on.
I want to see him. I haven't seen him for once. Where? Or help me.
Right there.
Who's this?
It's your attorney.
Oh, that's him?
Yeah, you saw me yesterday and I wrote my name down on a piece of paper, Ronald Brown, remember?
Is that you? I see you now, yeah. But you don't
Yeah, we
look
talked
like the
about
person I
these
saw
things yesterday, correct? And you told me that you have medical conditions, that you have high blood pressure, that you have a heart condition, that you have vision challenges as well as hearing challenges. We talked about these things yesterday. You told me that you were an airplane pilot and that you also that you have a number of patents that you're working on and that you would like to continue working on those patents. You told me about your girlfriend. You told me about you taking tea and herbal medications instead of those medications that were prescribed for you. You told me that you had a heart monitor inserted underneath your chest by St. Joe's Hospital within the last several weeks, that heart monitor is irritating you, and you asked me to implore or urge the judge to allow you to get released so that you can get your proper medical attention through your medical for your medical needs. We didn't talk about these things yesterday?
Yes, we
Hello?
did. So what
Okay.
you're trying to tell me is now you're going to talk later on?
I'm talking to the judge now to give him reasons to think about releasing you. That's what I'm doing right now. I said I would do it.
Thank you. Then continue on. I think we're getting positive. We're getting.
So you're happy with my performance?
You're doing good, guy. I like you a lot. Yes.
Thank you.
Let's
Thank
move on. Now, first,
So
one
I'm-
more thing I want to say to the judge. If
Tell
that's
him.
my way I could say something, the way I like to say, that the procedures that are going now against me with all these things is beyond my understanding to be a living soul on the face of the earth subject to the UCC codes of this thing. So I don't like what's going on with this court. And that's why I'm adjusting all these things, because I'm a living soul and a national, and you guys have gone beyond the power of the territory of the people of Michigan. And
Okay.
I don't like
Thank you for that. And Mr. Dabney, I'll think about that, and Mr. Brown will certainly bring all of those issues before the court. Now, Mr. Dabney, there's another case that I have for you that is charging with resisting and obstructing a police officer.
I object to that.
Okay. And
You know,
I haven't.
and there are reasons
hold
why
on.
that is.
Hold
He did
on,
not-
hold on, Mr. Dabney, hold on. You haven't been arraigned on it, but do you want Mr. Brown to represent you on that, the public defender?
Yeah.
Okay, so
That's
this is
what we
public
need to
defender
do.
case.
Is that what
He's
this
not been arraigned.
process-
You waive formal reading. He stands
Is
mute.
that what
Yes,
this
Your Honor.
process all about right now?
Well, that's part of the process.
Okay, then go on. What else is it?
Okay, well, hold on. Mr. Brown will be down to explain all of that to you.
All right. And I have some other questions I want to ask before you go with
So
him.
let me finish this part, okay?
Go ahead.
So on this case, there's also been a request for a forensic evaluation. I will set this matter for, rather than a PCC, we'll just go to a comp hearing. We'll set that for, what was her name?
March.
Now, who
May
said that?
22nd.
22nd?
Yes.
May
Who said
22nd. I'm gonna set a date. Hold on. May 22nd, 2025, 9 a.m. All right?
But who said that though?
Who said
Was
what?
it you, Brown? Was it you, Mr. Brown?
The judge sets the dates.
Oh, the judge said that? It wasn't Brown
Yes.
who said that.
The judge said that. He set the date for you, Mr. Dabney.
Okay. So I'm gonna set your bond in this case as just a $1,000 bond, okay? Not the $10,000. Mr. Brown will argue your bond at some point before me, okay?
Something don't
I'll
sound
come-
right here.
I'll come down to see you and you'll give me additional information so that I can make more arguments why you should get out.
All other standard conditions, including no assaultive behavior or possession of any weapons. I will also no alcohol, recreational marijuana, or any other drugs. All right, Mr. Dabney, thank you.
You're not going to answer my questions, Tim? You're not going to answer my questions.
I answered all of your questions, sir.
Well, what was my answer to my question that I asked you?
What was your question?
Where's my things that has to do with taking this, finishing all these things with monies instead of fiat money systems? Where's my bond? Not my bond.
Okay,
My minor
so
estate.
what you're gonna have to do,
I want to talk to my
you're
attorney
gonna-
about my minor estate.
this is what I want you to do. Mr. Dabney, I'll hear you and give you an answer to the question. You talk to your attorney, Mr. Brown, and he'll get all of that information to me.
Okay,
And then
then,
I'll make a decision.
as a judge or as a people?
As the judge, yes, that's what I do.
The judge
Okay.
with,
All right. Thank you, sir. We'll be in touch.
Chair for Barrage Scott.
Thank you. All right. What are we doing?
Your Honor, Mr. Scott would like to, we're here on two cases today, and Mr. Scott would like to waive his preliminary exam in both cases and address bond.
Okay. All right. Is that correct, Mr. Scott? You want to waive your right to a preliminary examination in these cases?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now you understand that that's a proceeding where the people would have to show by probable cause that the offenses alleged were committed and that you committed them.
Yes, sir.
You understand that you'll not have that hearing. You'll proceed to circuit court for further resolution.
Yes, sir.
People also waive their right.
Yes, Your Honor.
Preliminary examination having been waived, defendants bound over to circuit court on a single count in each case.
And as far as bond, if I may address
Well,
that.
why don't we do the waiver? Why don't we?
Oh, yeah.
Arraignment, and then we'll address bond.
Okay, thanks. Sorry.
You waive formal reading of the complaint,
Yes, I waive formal reading of the complaint.
and your client standing mute to the charges.
Yes.
Every waive formal reading, standing mute. Both counts, court will enter a not guilty plea. Pre-trial in this matter will be set for
March 6th, 1:30 before Judge Slay.
March 6, 2025, 1:30 before Judge Slay. As to bond.
As to bond, I believe Mr. Ante Scott is being held right now on case 25FB1013. There is a 5,010% bond on that case. My understanding is that this court gave Mr. Ante Scott a personal recognizance bond, a $5,000 personal recognizance bond yesterday in case 2411706. I do believe that the reasons why a personal recognizance bond would have been justified then count for this case as well. Mr. Scott is not a flight risk. He lives in the community. He is willing to follow any kind of conditions the court sees appropriate in order to be released. He would just like to.
No, he's not.
He would just like to return.
He's going to give, I will say this. Don't look at me like that, Mr. Scott. We've been through this before. He's going to give his best effort. He really is. He's going to try his hardest. And then it just happens. Go ahead, counsel. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I just had to, because I know Mr. Scott told you that.
Well, on Mr. Scott's behalf, it is just this one case that is holding him, and it does appear he has personal recognizance bonds in all other matters that he has. So I would ask, just because Mr. Scott would like to be able to kind of, family, attend to his health matters, and work out in the community while he is handling these cases. He would request, and I would request.
Got to go see now. Which family member?
My grandma, my granddad,
Okay,
and just my sister and stuff. The people that was helping me out in the past years. That my auntie. And I won't. I'm just gonna do the right thing. Just bear with me one time.
One time.
I mean,
How many times have you been here? Can't even count that high, can we?
no, sir.
No, we can't.
But I will do what I will do what you tell me to do. Just please.
Anything else, counsel?
I would just like to, reiterate that I understand that a matter was before this court yesterday, and it seems like a personal recognizance bond was appropriate at that time.
Only because I knew he was going to be held on this one. But go ahead.
Well, I'd ask the court to consider this bond motion in light of the argument presented.
Response from the people.
Your Honor, I leave it to the court's discretion.
Just tossed it right in my lap. Okay. What is my case that I have on? Do you remember what charge was? What was your charge on the case you had before me yesterday?
Just a paraphernalia gave me personal personal bond, and you told me conditional yesterday, and I thought I was leaving yesterday, but that's
I know.
And Your Honor, I would add that Mr. Ante Scott is willing to go on tether in this court if that is.
We tried that too.
if
The only thing the tether did for us is we saw where you got in trouble.
I won't get in no more trouble. I won't. Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Sometimes I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm going to grant your motion for a bond reduction. I'm going to give you a PR. Barrage,
Yes, sir.
understand something.
Yes, sir.
You still have the case before me.
Mhm.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
So if you mess up, you know what I'm going to do.
Yes, sir.
And then I don't want to hear any whining and pleading.
Yes, sir.
Here's the other thing I'm going to do. I'm going to call Judge Slay,
Okay.
and I'm going to let her know what I did.
Okay.
And if you mess up, you're going to have both of us to deal with.
Yes,
And
sir.
I don't think anybody wants to deal with that.
No, sir.
All right.
So can I ask one question?
Oh, boy.
Mr. Scott, I would advise you.
No, you can go ahead and ask a question.
No,
because
I
I
was
may
just-
change my mind. Go ahead. What's your question?
No,
bro?
I was just gonna ask you, I can't remember. It's okay.
You couldn't remember?
I can't remember.
It left you, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably a good thing.
That's all I want to say.
That barrage, that's angels just stepping in and stopping you from doing something stupid. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
He'll be back in a week.
Oh,
What?
we all, we're the.
We're rooting? Oh, okay, we're rooting.
Yeah, right. Right. No, it's the radio silence.
Yeah, no, everybody over there is not. Everybody from the prosecutor's office, we have faith, yeah. All right. Nothing from the defense side. All right.
All comments, viewpoints, interpretations, and insights expressed in this video are for education and entertainment purposes. All individuals featured in the video are to be presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Please do not attempt to contact, locate, or engage with any individuals featured in the video.